In this video, let us see how to calculate the skew value of a distribution. The x values here are given in this column B. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, and one more last value 10. And a formula for calculating the skew value using manual calculations is given here. Skewness is equal to n by n minus 1 into n minus 2 sigma xi minus x bar to the power of 3 divided by s cube, where n is the number of observations. So let us find out what are the observations. Number of observations you can get from the formula count B5 to B15, that is B5 to B14. And you use the formula. And even without the formula, you can get it. When you select these things, you will get the number 10 here. Here I use the formula count. And n minus 1 is 10 minus 1. N minus 2 is 10 minus 2. One more thing you have to find out, that is S, and that is standard deviation dot S, the standard deviation of the sample, and data is from B15 to B14. So when you put this formula stdv dot S in bracket B5 to B14, you get the value 2 point. Now in this formula n minus 1, n minus 2, we have to substitute. You have to find out the deviation from the mean of each item. So here in this one, I'm finding out how much is B5 minus $15. B5 is 1, $15 I'm putting so that when I drag it down, it doesn't change. So B5 to B15, that is X bar. So I'm subtracting B5 minus $15. And then I'm putting it inside the bracket. Then divided by $16. $16 is this, yes. And then whole to the power of 3. The formula is given here also. So this was double bracket is so that the entire thing is to the power of 3. So use the same formula and you get this value here. And drag it down from here to the other numbers up to here only. And then this is nothing but sum. So you can also get it from this by selecting this one, you get 14.2499, etc. here, 2496, etc. So this is summation. Now we can substitute n into n minus 1 and n minus 2. Formula is here. Formula is here. N, that is B18 divided by n minus 1 into n minus 2. N minus 1 is 9. So basically it becomes 10 divided by 9 into 8. That has to be inside a bracket because the whole thing is one thing. And then this answer you get from here, that has to be multiplied by this summation. So that is summation is C15. And you'll get the value 1.979111. That is by manual calculations. But as you know, Excel gives the facility of doing the same thing without going through the calculations. And that formula is skew value of from here to here. And that is given as skew of B15, B14. And that comes to exactly 1.797911. And to see, visualize how it is. So if you draw a histogram of that, to draw the histogram, what you have to do is you have to select this. You have to select this data. And then you say insert. Insert histogram comes here. This is a histogram. You will get a default value like this. Now let us do some changes here in the graph. This one is given indication. Now there is something known as bin width. So here let us select the bin width as 5.1. So I want it to be changed. Double click on this one, you'll get this, and then this range. Double click on this. Then you get bin width. Let us make the bin width equal to 1. Then you get exactly like this one. And then I can say add data labels. I can see that there is a tail here to the right, and right is the positive direction. So this value is positive and the tail is to the right, and therefore it is either called a positively skewed or right skewed distribution. If it is the negative, then the tail would have been on the left, right? Because left side is the negative side. That is how you calculate. That's how you calculate the skew value.